Um, hey, I seem to be doing a little bit better than you are, but I just woke up. Well, woke up 2 hours ago, but still. Um, so I was gonna do a response to your whole video thing, but sadly, the computer doesn't like me. I guess it's another thing we have in common. So we did say that we wanted to start this up again, so I guess since I have nothing more to talk about, we can do that.
Going out for a smoke.
Okay, so sorry I had to leave. That was my roommate. We needed to talk, I guess. I don't know. So we wanted to start this again, right? So why don't we talk about last night? I mean, that's all that has happened to me. Let's see, it's 8:54 now. I slept from like 2 to 6. That's 4. So I got like 6 hours of sleep the whole day. So far I've only had this to eat, which I am so sure that it's not good for you after you've ingested so much alcohol. What else? So I realize it doesn't really make any sense until you actually see the house. But I have pictures of it on Facebook and that sort of thing. But if you go, you'll see that it's a long driveway, and on like either end, it just like splits off. There's like a ditch on each side. There's a ditch in the middle for the tires, like a top round space, ditch for the tires, and it goes up to another hill, and then ditch at the end, and it's a huge ditch. So one of my friends got their car stuck in there. So we're just sitting around. We're of course inebriated, so we don't realize what's going on. All of a sudden, she comes in crying, doesn't realize. So one of my friends has a Jeep Wrangler, so he decided to step in. So he grabbed his truck and he grabbed his tow cable and he attached it. Well, actually, it was another friend who attached it, and of course, this is the stuff that should not be done by inebriated teenagers. So he attached it to what he thought was metal, which turned out to be tubing to her steering fluid. So there was a huge fiasco. People who already left had to come back to pick up some people because there was no room to sleep at my house. So there wound up being a fight. And when I say fight, I mean fight between girls, which is always a prize fight when you're, So we wound up, falling asleep and then waking up. I think it was like, went to bed at like 4, woke up 4 hours later and called like a tow company or something like that. Some guy came out, got her out of the ditch. We got her out of the ditch safely, using the same guy, who tried to get her last night. So we finally got her out. But she wanted to drive it. Well, there's no steering fluid in it, so you kind of have to like really steer. So in her desperate attempts to try and make this situation right, she drove out of the driveway. Wound up getting it stuck in another ditch, and we just towed her back up the driveway and put her back in a spot that we had shoveled out. This whole time, we're basically hungover, and at certain intervals, people are just, why are we here? Every so often, people would just, leave because they're so bored. And so finally, we finally got out of there. I think it was like 12. We got out of there at 12. We finally got back. We finally got back to U&E, and then Jake took me home. And then I took my nap, which was great. I don't think I've ever slept that well. But yeah. So I'm back here. Just, watching the highlights from the Super Bowl. Talking to you, of course. So that's it. I love you. I miss you, obviously. I will talk to you later.